Dear us, we did it. Not in a way that we were taught or that we thought we would. Not with fireworks, not with someone losing, but we did it. Court was vacated, an agreement was made. 19 years of chaos didn't end with war. It ended with clarity. And let's be honest, the hardest part was never the court date. It was sitting in the pain. It was sitting in the uncertainty. It was sitting in the doubt. In the nights of quietness, we questioned absolutely everything. It was knowing deep down how the girls needed to be raised. And still shrinking. Shrinking so it didn't cause waves. Shrinking so it didn't look difficult. Shrinking so we didn't get called names. Shrinking so we weren't abused. And every time we spoke fear, every time we spoke worst case scenario, we spoke it into existence. That was our consequence. But here's the deeper truth. The win was never about being right. The win was about how we showed up. When we weren't winning, quote unquote. How we showed up in uncertainty. How we showed up when it felt like the system didn't see us. How we showed up when shrinking would have been easier. We stopped protecting that old programming. We stopped defending dysfunction. We stopped bleeding for people who didn't even know how to hold blood. And we realized something super powerful. Protection doesn't always mean proximity. Sometimes protection means distance. Sometimes protection means molding. Sometimes protection means becoming so aligned that your children can feel the difference without you ever having to say a word. We showed them dysfunction in their younger years, and then we showed them what healing looks like. We've normalized accountability. We've normalized boundaries. We've normalized loving people without living inside of their chaos. Winning doesn't mean someone lost. Winning means I no longer tolerate that shit that broke me. Winning means I can love healthy parts of you without practicing it in an unhealthy way. Winning means I didn't need to shrink to be accepted. For years we kept shrinking because shrinking was normalized. Because as a child, that's how we survived. Because speaking up meant conflict. Because having a voice meant backlash. So we made our smells smaller. But the girls didn't need a smaller mother. They needed an honest one. And the life we've built in the last 3 years, beyond phenomenal. Chef's kiss. The healing, the awareness, the emotional mastery, the boundaries, the love we've cultivated in our home. That is a testimony. That is the ripple. And yes, we waited too long in some areas. Yes, fear kept us stuck longer than we'd like to admit. But here, we didn't stay. That's the difference. Year of the snake, you stripped us bare, baby. You made us shed the identity of the woman who was tolerated. And now, we rise. Not loud, not revengeful, not proving. Just aligned. Loved your shedded self. So guys, I want you to keep in mind that it's truthfully about the perception you have about what's going on. Finances, bills, business, feeling not good enough, feeling like everything is at your fingertips, but at the same exact point, everything wrong feels like it's going to go wrong again. And when we change that thinking pattern, we change who we show up as. We start to show up as our divine fucking self. Ladies and gents, if you are ready to start learning to journal like this and become the best version of yourself, make sure to book a one-on-one with me and grab the new prompt workbook. The audio version is coming out in the next 3 days. We will have that finalized. And for the messy middle, if you guys are wanting that, you're going to have to DM me. There is some special things going on in the background. Love you, beautiful souls, and see you around.